Good afternoon. I'd like to talk to you today about a company called Cree. What, or better yet, who is Cree? Cree Inc. is a market-leading innovator of lighting class LEDs, LED lighting, and semiconductor solutions for wireless and power applications, whose mission is to relentlessly pursue disruptive technologies that change industries. Now, what is disruptive technologies that change industries? Well, disruptive are things that go against the norm. So Cree is in the habit of developing these technologies that are game changers, I guess you could say. And you can see that here with a little bit of history and milestones. First in 1987, Cree was founded right here in Durham, North Carolina by 6 folks, 5 of who were NC State grads. In '89, they created the world's first blue LED. Now, I don't know if you understand the significance of that, but that's the world's first blue LED. And then in 1993, they go public on the NASDAQ Global Select symbol under the name Cree. In '98, they changed the game again and created a 4x amplifier for wireless communications. And that was heavily enjoyed by the military and wireless companies like Sprint and AT&T. In 2006, they created the first lighting class LED. Now you might be wondering, didn't they already invent the LED? Well, they didn't invent the LED, but this was the first lighting class. See, prior to 2006, LEDs were just little glowing blobs on a board, and you would see them in cars, possibly. You could see them on electronics, things like that, but they weren't ever used for lighting. And that changed in '06 when Cree made that happen. And then a year later in '07, they created the first real LED lighting fixture. And then in 2009, again, they created the first IPX5 rated LED. And that's a game changer because now IPX ratings are the environment ratings for like your cell phones and stuff. So before Samsung could make the cell phone that could go underwater, they needed a camera flash that would allow it to go underwater. And that's where something like this comes in. Currently at the helm is Greg Lowe, CEO. He was announced in September of '17, so still kind of new to the job. He is a graduate of Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology, holding a BS in electrical engineering. They did later grant him an honorary PhD in 2014 for all the work that he's done in this sector. He worked for Texas Instruments for 28 years, rising to the rank of senior VP, and then he served as the president and CEO of Freescale Semiconductors, which was a $5 billion company with over 17,000 employees. And he's held numerous board positions throughout the technology field. So this guy clearly knows what he's talking about with semiconductors. A few company statistics. As I stated earlier, they're headquartered right here in RTP, North Carolina, with manufacturing plants in the US, China, Italy, and Hong Kong. They currently employ around 6,700 employees around the globe, and an annual audit was conducted by Pricewater LLP, the company auditor, since 2013. And here's some of the results of that. Their 5-year gross net profit. Now, keep in mind, this is in millions. So as you can see, they've averaged for the past 5 years right around $1.5 billion worth of net gross income. But you can also see that the net profit, in 14 was pretty good, but then they started tapering off and actually going negative in 15, 16, 17, and 18. Not quite sure why, but it could be because they were building the company and acquiring more companies, so maybe the cash flow went negative. Stock prices over 5 years, have steadily declined since 2014 through about 2016, July bottomed out and then started climbing again, and now they're averaging around $56 a share. The market stuff. Cree is a clear innovator in the technology sector, specifically the semiconductor industry. An LED is just a semiconductor that produces light. 3 distinct product lines involving the semiconductor and LED technology would include Wolfspeed, which is a company they recently acquired, and that's geared all around the semiconductor use in the military and wireless technology, LED products, and then the lighting products. You might be wondering, why is there a difference between LED products and lighting products? Well, remember, the lighting product line is geared towards lighting rooms in places, where LED technology could be in televisions and computer monitors, smartphones, watches, things like that. Primarily, they target the military, telecommunications, electronic signage, and general lighting and illumination. They have managed to capture blank percent of the LED lighting market share worldwide, aimed mainly at commercial, residential, and military use. And these are some examples of some of their products in the lighting world. New construction lights, retrofits, regular old screw-in bulbs that you could put in your house. They have consumer bulbs and lighting. That is where I'd like to focus a little bit here. They directly compete with Philips, GE, Westinghouse, any of those bulb manufacturers, whether it's an incandescent bulb, a CFL, or an LED bulb. They're all competitors with that. But they do make a connected smart bulb similar to the Philips Hue. And that's a bulb that you can screw into a regular old lamp base. And there's an app, and you can control it with your app or through Alexa or Google Home. They change colors, they dim, all kinds of stuff. They aggressively market through the Home Depot and several online retailers, and they have very active social media campaigns as well. The future in lighting products. According to them, this is Cree, their strong balance sheet and operating cash flow has provided Cree the ability to invest by growing the portfolio through acquisitions of other segments. They're constantly buying other companies that help this company grow. The green culture demands leaps forward in energy-conscious companies. So the public as a whole want companies to be more environmentally friendly, and Cree is leading one of those charges now. LEDs take less power to give the same amount of light. Society also desires Cree products for both energy conservation and cost savings. So not only are we saving the world and the environment by using Cree products, but LEDs cost pennies a year to use as opposed to what an incandescent bulb would cost. And they intend to grow revenue and increase margins, improving product quality, investing in their channel relationships, improving execution, and delivering innovative lighting solutions focused on higher specification and intelligent features. Basically, they want great customer service, and they want a good user experience. Thank you. Any questions?